Well, hello there. Yes, it's BK on the Xbox Beerandkebab, the racing guru, and welcome to Sunday race night. And tonight, it is basically the biggie. It's RRF1 Elite in Japan. They've got so many challenges. They've got a difficult track. They've got adverse camber. They've got tsunamis, nuclear meltdown, all God knows how many things happening, and alongside me to commentate, to tell you about all the action, is the mighty man himself, Mr. Posglad.
I thought you were going to genuinely call me Mighty Mouse. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Paul's here. Myself and Beer have come up with a lovely little idea that we're going to be doing one a week, or one a fortnight between us, just to kind of make sure that it isn't just all on me, as I mentioned with Dom on F2, as me and Beer both said. You know, it's all about getting the views up, getting everybody built up as an equal sort of platform together. But ladies and gentlemen, Japan, and for the second week in a row, guys, we end in Q1. AJ wins. So thank you very much for watching.
Good night, and we'll see you next week.
Stay there and fucking do one, isn't it? You're not getting sponsored this one anyway. What's happening?
We've already got people in the chat. It's a wet race at the start. Oh, dry quali, then inter to dry race.
It is what we like to hear, mate.
Times.
It is what we like to hear.
Well, as you say, you know why it's wet, don't you? And that is the track's going to be wet, as I said, because of course this part of the world is well known for earthquakes and tsunamis. Obviously, tsunamis have swept through, killed a couple 100,000 people, and it's got the track a bit damp. So we're going to have a wet race. So there we go.
Not enough time to kind of sweep everything up yet. So it's kind of been a little bit of an awkward one.
There'll be some debris of, a few, houses and body parts sort of strewn all over the track. Talk about body parts on track. Well, what a weekend we've had so far with the F3 race on Thursday and Friday night, of course. With the F2, it was carnage. There was some great racing, some great overtakes, and some absolutely unbelievable crashes. So all kinds of things been happening. And as we always do in RF1, we save the best till last. The elite boys are here to show us what they can do around the mighty circuit of Japan.
They had a bit around Russia.
Well, yeah, it was a bit scrappy, I must admit, wasn't it, last week when we did the old commentary and stream around there. There was a few things happening, but anyway, tonight we've got, in no particular order, AJ, we've got Cookie, we've got Bingley, we've got Haynes, we've got Johnny Bravo, we've got Kai Pollitt. Will he blow up this week, or will he actually finish the race? Stay tuned. Lovely Colt, Towley, Benny, Syke Zany, Robbo, and Fresh LP. I'm just going to get my telemetry up and running on the old.
I was going to say that to you. Make sure you do it before Kai fucking flips his lid again.
Oh, before he moans, yes, because he just like to have a good old moan.
Bingley qualifying Bambier, and of course we're going to directly address that here at RRF1. We don't hide away from controversial moments. We've had a little bit of a laugh, and guess what, Beer? You have been online for 3 minutes. I'm just tapping my visible wristwatch because I can't see the screen. You've got to follow already.
Live at the moment.
You've got more than that.
Wow, thank you very much.
You got double figures. You had double figures for a second a minute ago.
Ben Prime, of course, one of our F2 drivers. Welcome to the stream. And tonight, it's going to be something else. It's going to be absolutely chaotic jousting in Japan. That's what's happening tonight. Of course, we've skipped Q1 because there's no point in running Q1 because we haven't got 20 odd drivers. So we're into Q2, already looking at the tyre choices there. We've already got some split strategies, so that can be quite interesting. Yeah. We've got super softs, mediums, and softs at the moment. So let's jump on board with somebody. Let's see who's actually doing something. Haynes in the pit. Johnny B is coming around. Oh, nice little corner cut there at the end of. He comes on for a hot lap in the Haas, I believe, flying around that final corner. On board with Johnny B. What can he do? What sort of times are we looking for pole, do you think?
My audio's a bit funky, but I'll keep taking out the. I'll keep taking out the. You'll be good, mate. I'll just keep unplugging. It's gone back to normal now.
Yep, that's good.
If it's crap, it's
thank you for the. No, that's okay. Thanks to Ben for the very nice compliment. Yes, it's good to be back in the old country with again. Absolutely. And on board with Johnny B going through the S is a very difficult part of the track. You've got to nail this absolutely perfectly to get the necessary drive out of the corners to keep the pace up. Coming through to Degma 1 and Degma 2. Nice fast right-hander, but then it tightens up. That's okay. And I think this one, it's, I don't know what the hairpin's called. I'll have to look at the track map in a minute. But as he comes up through end of Sector 2, coming to the famous spoon corners, which is a left hand that starts to tighten up, Still quite quick though, but again, this part of the exit now, he's just coming to. You've got to get that right, otherwise you lose a second. You lose at least a second if you don't get that exit.
Reserved, didn't he? Almost going through the exit spoon there.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, come up to 130 yard, of course, flat out left-hander. Absolutely no lifting off there at all. Balls of steel. Comes into the final chicane. Again, the key is to almost corner cut here to get the optimum line. Let's see what Johnny B can do on the mediums. His first fast lap's a 1:29.7. That's solid. I think he had a Force India behind him. Robbo it was with the 1:28.125. So I'm going to jump on board with Towley, who's currently in Sector 2. He's on the soft tie, so you'd expect him to go a bit quicker.
Sykes coming across the line now, mate, just to fill in, and that's Paul with
1:27.7. Yeah, I'm going to go back onto Towley again. That's setting the benchmark there for the soft runners. 1:29.8 for the pole. I think they've already touched that one, Lewis. Yeah.
Colt 35.
Yeah.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, that's new. That's F10 pace. That's F10. Yeah, F10 pace. Here comes Towley. 1:27.6 goes quickest on the soft. No, that's the first sort of real benchmark there. We're watching between three of the recognised front runners: Towley, Sykes, Zaney, and Robbo. About just under half a second between them so far. Of course, that's the only fast lap, so they might not even do another one yet. I don't know. But let's see who else is out. Of course, Bingley serving the qualifying ban. We'll jump on board with Benny in the Williams in Sector 2 as he comes into the deep hairpin.
Just on board with Ben.
Runs out of there. Yep, let's see what's happening there.
Got a lovely little star against my name for you.
Yes, indeed. Evening, Ralph, by the way. Welcome on board. Nice to see you in.
And a little bit skew if they come down the spoon curve. Actually gets a really good exit at the end there, riding the curve. That's, for some reason,
you can actually... yeah, there's a couple of lines you can actually take. Bit of a wobble there going through 130 arm. I'm not quite sure what happened there. He had a bit of a wobble in the steering wheel there. Let's see what he can do. Again, the key from... Yep, 1:27.5 on the soft. What can Benny do? It's a little bit slow this one. I think he might go again. So 1:29.1 puts him in provisional fourth. Jump on board with Fresh LP. Is he out yet? Fresh LP's out in Sector 2. Oh! Fresh LP's lost it! He's lost his wheels gone. He went wide. He lost it on the grass at Degma 2. Spun the car sideways, straight into the opposite barrier, and he has turned his car into Reliant Robin three-wheeler.
Evening, Shrewsy baby. Obviously, I know my microphone is a little bit jittery, but...
Good evening, Shrews. Welcome aboard. Nice to see you in the stream.
Shrews is on his way to the commentary box, so he can block you again, dear. I just want to point that out. I will leave that there. Sorry.
You what, sorry?
He's on his way to the commentary booth, so he can block you again.
Oh, I tell you what. I was actually when I was doing my courier delivering today. I must admit, for the last couple of days doing my courier delivering, I've been keeping a careful eye on my wing mirror, and I've been driving my van around just in case I saw Shrews behind me and start shitting myself, like, you know.
Yellow fucking Volkswagen.
No, it's all is good in love and war, and with Shrews it's war. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Cookie. Now, I want to see what Cookie's, because Cookie's actually gone for the super soft, so he's going for a different strategy. Of course, there is a super soft medium option around here, but of course we're looking at a wet start of the race. So
saying that's a really good point. Why don't you just go on supers?
Yeah, well, this is Q2, don't forget. But I mean, yeah, you would think. Actually, I'm going to say no more, because anyone who happens to be racing and watching the stream, we've just realised, get our asses onto super softs. We could knock two big hitters out of Q1, out of Q2 potentially, if it's going to be wet at the start.
All Hayes have to do is go out on track, and then Q1 will be filled. Q2 will be filled, sorry, because Fresh exploded and Bingley's got a qualifying ban.
Yeah, that's it.
Just to kind of go through
guys.
Yeah. Well, I'm here. Shrew's put a laughing emoji for that day, by the way. Basically, we are missing a few people. Just going to address it straight away. Matt is currently not here. He's back next week. Swanee, I believe, is working. I believe, who else have we got there? Sniper usually comes on potentially for qualifying. Hopefully,
actually, Swanee's not working. No, it's a bit hush-hush, but apparently he's still trying to pick pieces of his Ferrari out of the track at Russia after Binger's wiped him out in qualifying. We'll say no more about that.
I was just doing a rare pause thing and going PC, mate, to be fair. Bravo 29.7, he's on himself a fresh soup, soft ice.
Well, I must admit, mate, I'm PC, pretty cuntish, but that's just me. There you go. Right, Johnny B, 129.7. Yeah, he's on the soup. So Sykes come back out, or he's about to come back out. Is he on the... No, he's not, forget that.
Oh, he's being clever.
Back out there.
He's showing his millennial side and putting his wet tyres on.
Just unplug your mic, mate. I'm going to unplug mine real quick. 128. Just do a quick audio check once your controller's all plugged back in again. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Testing, testicles. There we go.
No, it's still fucked. Fuck off. It does this once a week. Seriously. We had 5 people in the CSR party last night and it was smooth audio. I mean, for fuck's sake, man. Jesus.
It's all strange.
It's all
strange. And we want to get these viewers up. Come and watch us, because we're currently the 6th most popular F1 stream in the world at the moment. So let's make this #1 tonight.
Spoiler as well, there. Our stream on Friday was #1. Stream on Thursday, #1. The 3 corresponding career mods I've done, #1.
I'm just going to look at some
and
cars
I believe
here.
Dom was one of the top. I think Dom, in his 2nd big F1 stream, got #1 in the world. Johnny Bravo 28.3, very nice.
Good time.
Yeah,
I'm just on board with Haynes at the moment. He's actually in Sector 2 at the moment, going through the... Where is he at the moment? Oh, it's just coming down to the hairpin. He's just gone through the Degma corners. I'm just to see what he's actually on the medium, so... of course, we've already got the top 10 shootout is in effect already decided with Fresh LP blowing up at Degma 2, Bingley with the Q-band.
Just need him to do a lap, don't we?
Yeah, they're just going to stick a lap in. Just to make sure.
If
Good evening, Ivy.
Carries on,
good evening, by the way.
Me to host the party, potentially. And see if I make a difference.
No, just unplug your mic, mate. I mean, well, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine.
No, yeah, I mean, we'll let them listen to me speaking like a Dalek for now.
Yeah.
Give people some fucking We're not doing that again. I heard that back. That was fucking frighteningly good. That was incredible.
Yeah, Ivy,
well.
Ivy says Pos needs to unplug the headset and plug it back in. Yeah, we've been trying that. It's just one of those things. It doesn't seem to be working well. I mean, you can try it again, Pos, if you want. Or even leave the party and come back in. Leave the party and come back in.
So try that.
That's the other option. Evening, Pete. Good evening. How are you, mate? Nice to see you. Pos has just left the party. He's trying to sort out his pikey broadband so he can actually... Well, pikey dial-up so he can actually... you can hear him speak. It comes back in again. We've not got a lot of action, to be honest. We've got AJ at the moment. AJ's out on the lap at the moment just to set a lap. We've already pretty much got our Q3 runners ready to go. What can AJ do in the Haas? Currently on the soft tyre. Let's see what he can do. It comes down to the spoon corners. Part 1 and Part 2. Just taking a nice conservative line. No point in taking any risks because he just needs to basically get this car over the finish line at set a time and he'll be safely into Q3. Top 7 runners have all retired. As I say, it looks like we're going to have a wet start to the race with the track drying up, so that should make things really interesting actually to see when the crossover will be. And there's AJ 128 flat, a decent time on the softs actually, puts him in 5th at the moment. Kai, we're going to jump on board with Kai, who's now on his out lap. He's the only car, well, him and Haynes are the only cars that haven't set times yet. Haynes is showing as being in the pits. He does need to set a time really. Here comes Kai. It's gone through the hairpin there. He comes through the back end of sector 2 in the Toro Rosso.
Shit, but I'm gonna just kind of persevere with it, but I'm not gonna keep jumping in and out of party. It's just gonna distract everybody, so we'll concentrate on the action. Fuck it.
Well, no, people can just watch the race.
Just mute me on Xbox. You won't aim there. We'll mute me on Xbox. But yeah, here we go then. So we've got Kai currently running. Well, not running anywhere at the moment. Bingley at the moment with the qualifying ban is going to do a Jason Pennells to get himself into Q3, which is a remarkable thing. I thought Jason was the only gift that can keep on giving, but Bingley's on here. Kai, and this looks like it's going to be, this is 12 minutes and 58 seconds. That's actually weirdly good enough to get through.
Yeah, Haynes has come back. Haynes is coming out. He's on his outlook at the moment. So we'll watch Haynes come through.
It's going to be starting on the dry tyre with a bit of dampness on the track. These scenarios out to you. Forgive me, guys. I've been a little bit distracted with the audio. I'll try and keep going as best I can here. I hear you, arsehole.
Yeah, the message is pause. We generally can barely hear a word you're saying. Go and set a party up and bring me in, mate.
God, you know.
Yep. We're going to try and set another party up and do that. So it will go quite momentarily. You're not missing a huge amount of action. We just got basically waiting for Kai and Haynes to complete laps, and then hopefully we can get it sorted. Right, I'm just going to jump into pause, so I'll be back very shortly.
Hello, here we go. Let's see if this makes a fucking difference.
Okay, right, yeah, there we go. Ivy said in the chat it was great for 30 seconds then, so whatever you did. Actually, no, it was great for 30 seconds because Pos didn't actually say anything. I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding a bit, mate. You're just gonna have to persevere. What I'm going to do on the night where you stream, I may have a night off potentially, because it's awful. It's like what you... Do you know what? It keeps happening on a Sunday.
Oh, it happens every...
on Thursday.
Yeah, but it does. It's random, mate. It's one of these bloody things, you know what I mean? It happens in various streams. It's good old Xbox, because Xbox don't like using Twitch. They prefer to use Mixer, their own proprietary streaming software, because they're a bunch of cockwombles, basically. Yeah, you heard this first. Microsoft are a bunch of cockwombles. As indeed a Codemasters. In fact, don't even get me started on Codemasters. Codemasters are a bunch of... begins with a C.
We're still live.
And it ends in unts. Right, anyways, here's...
Can I say it? They can't hear me. Cuts. There you go. Oh, that was incredible in Dalek.
That's...
Gotta get lap time set for us to have a competitive 10-car Q1. Or Q3, sorry.
Shrews, I would rather French kiss a skunk than rejoin F3 when you're in there. 128.3 from Haynes. Good time there.
Good lap by Haynes. Second position last week, of course, do you remember? Haynes boy. And myself a really, really good session.
Did have a good race. So there we go. We've got our... at least we've got our top 10 now anyway. Kai and Haynes have set times. So we'll move into Q3. Now, I don't know whether it's wet or not in Q3. We'll have to find out shortly. Certainly know it's a wet start to the race, apparently, according to the weather reports we've had from a couple of members. I am, of course, joking, Shrews. I have French kissed a skunk before. It's a strange experience, but there you go.
He was on about French kissing the skunk's arse, by the way, Shrews. That's why he was on joking. He would have been a lot more severe, but...
Right, here we go.
Second, mate, don't you worry.
Here we go. Right, Sight Zany's fastest in Q2, followed by Tally, Robbo, Kai Pollock, Johnny Bravo, and AJ. Only half a second between those 6 guys on soft. So when it does go dry, it'll be interesting to see how it pans out, because they're very close. Cookie did a lap in the supers, and then we've got Haynes, Benny, and Lovely Colt. Lovely Colt basically walked round. In fact, I think he got overtaken by an ant going up towards 130R. He was that slow.
Is that application for a 4th league, basically?
Perhaps we can be teammates next year.
Yes. Just say yes, mate. Just say yes. That would be a hilarious team.
I wish I had a webcam now so you could actually see the look on my face when I read that. It was a look of horror, as if I'd seen a ghost. Or as if I'd seen...
No, don't mention that name. That name's bad mark.
Yeah, beer prefers PUBG. Absolutely, Lewis. You tell him. No, but just fun and games outside. Things happen in F1. You have some good run of races. You can have a bad run of races. It happens. You just keep going, or take a break, as I've done for a little while, and come back refreshed. Try again.
Yeah, going to say it's a similar thing across all of the leagues. Look at it.
Everyone's had something. AJ,
Smoke Space,
and AJ, of course, in this one.
Skilling,
tail bombs.
Skilling's in the top 3 in about 4 or 5. I know it's connection, but it's the same sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a runner. It's a runner. Yeah. Well, these things happen. It can't be helped. And at the end of the day, it's a game. What more can you do? What I do is but what I do is if it's something I don't enjoy, I just stop doing it for a while and get my love for it back again. I play a game for a while, then I go off it and I don't play it then, and then one day I'll get the urge to play it and be like, oh yeah, this was pretty cool. Of course I do make exceptions.
I will say one thing though,
I do make exceptions for co-masters because they couldn't write a good game if it fucking holding a big placard saying great racing games are here again, sort of thing. They wouldn't have a clue what to do. Anyway, sorry.
They're the only people. They're the only people that could turn around and make an author into a fucking drunkard. I tell you. I was actually going to mention.
I think Sykes the League.
There was a little series. I'm on him right now for you. Basically, there's a sleeping series on both of our channels called the Co-op.
Yeah,
which of course I believe maybe round again. Obviously, we've had busy weeks. My little one's first week in school. So it's been all just around gearing up to making sure she's happy and stuff, and obviously yourself, Bear, have been absolutely trucking away with work.
Yeah, basically I've been working my tits off, and believe me, I've got big moobs, and I've been working those bastards off. But yeah, here we go. On board currently with Syke, and I'm just going to go and get my telemetry again, because I actually forgot to put the telemetry up a few minutes ago, so I've put it on now. That's just for Kai. Kai, if you're watching, I'm sorry. And a fuck I do not give, but there you go.
Sorry, not sorry, so to speak.
Yeah, that's the one.
Sector 3,
Ooh, Sector 3.
Robert going a bit slow, mate. I don't think it's crashing.
Okay,
Just going, he's warming the tyres up around
the other thing that the game does that, doesn't it? As soon as a car slows down to either let a car through or whatever, you get a warning, a yellow warning, which is a bit kind of, well, I suppose it's a safety issue, isn't it? So the game flags up to say there is a slow car on track somewhere. I suppose that's fair enough. Of course, then some would say that Shrew should have a yellow flag against his car permanently, but I didn't say that.
Well, he's actually driving a 1991 Jordan, which is green, but because he's got that many yellow flags, they just drape the yellow flag over the car to make it look like a Renault.
Are you talking about the car? The Page 3 model?
Definitely the car.
Okay.
Page 3 model, about 20 years old.
A bit of a lock up there from Sykes. He comes through the last
Big
game.
He's had about 3 of them.
Let's see what he can do. I think he might go again, actually.
Really quick lap.
1:26.5. 1:26.5. That's frightening fast. Right. And I'm on board with Cookie. Cookie's coming up R130 or 130R, or if you're dyslexic, as he comes through to the last chicane.
Kai was second car.
Tally 1:27.2.
Tally
5/10 down. Interesting. Cookie's pitting. Who's further up the track? Who have we got?
Colt around final corner now.
Oh, 1:27.9. The camera view has given me the inside of his right wheel. Codemasters, get a grip. Right.
There's just no comment, is there?
Here comes Haynes round the final chicane in the Williams, in the wonky Williams. What can he do?
I've just seen that camera. Fucking hell.
Yeah, horrendous. 1:27.5. Not too bad. Not too bad. AJ, I think. That was a practice lap. Yeah.
1 second. He's just 1 second. He just started lap now.
Okay. Benny's coming through sector 3. See what's Benny now. This isn't going to really threaten him at the moment. 1:28.3.
Bravo next.
Pittsburgh to 6. Who? Bravo. Johnny B.
Johnny Bravo. Yep,
here he comes.
First podium last week.
Yes, he did. He did got the podium last week, and 1:27.7. Respectable time there in 5th place. Good time. On board with AJ, he's going through sector 1. We've got Cookie in the pits and Kai just coming out of the pits onto an outlap. So we'll just watch AJ for a second as he comes through. I think that's Stegma 2 there. Comes down towards the hairpin. Haven't given AJ a lot of time, airtime the last couple of weeks, so let's stay on board and just watch the end of this lap. Obviously, if anything important happens, you'll tell me.
These incidents have kind of put him in no man's land, haven't they? Like, obviously, with spins and crashes, etc. It's just so unfortunate for him because he's proven multiple times. Remember, he's had a pole position this season.
He's a genuine elite racer. He's been around for a long time.
Obviously, with the way promotion and relegation is going to be working, obviously after we get to season 3, aka season 2 with a new game, if people have bad runs, mate, they're going to end up in the lower division, what they should be.
Absolutely.
But then that's the beauty of relegation.
Well, here comes AJ, which comes through the final chicane there onto the start-finish straight. This looks like it could be quite a decent lap there. 127.6 puts AJ into 5th.
Robbo's on second, by the way, Beer.
127.1. Okay. He comes into the pits, watching Kai now on his outlap. How's the audio, fellas? Has Poz's audio improved at all at the moment?
I'm just ignoring it.
Is it Daleking? Is it again?
Completely ignoring it.
Oh man, that sucks.
We've tried everything. This time we've tried everything.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It is Daleking, but it has been worse. But it's terrible, if that makes sense. It's been a lot worse. But no, not good enough.
Just keep on unplugging your mic out every 30 seconds, quickly, like in and out, As if
I'm going to do it when I go for a cig.
Yeah, imagine you're having sex, in and out, very quick, and job done. 2 seconds. Yep, that's all right. Okay, currently on board a Kite as he comes through. The place where I got smashed off on the practice race.
You thought that was me?
I thought it was you. I thought you T-boned me.
It genuinely wasn't. I was so far behind. It was Forrester. The two of you went side by side. Well, we're not going to talk about it. It's only a fucking shitty practice race anyway. But yeah, you went side by side and hit each other.
You see, I can't even do a
practice
race and make it past the first corner. Ooh. That's how bad's gone at the moment.
Kind of validation, Beer.
Oh, now will he come back in and? Yeah, he'll come back in and stick a new set of tyres on. They've got tyres to burn, obviously, with a wet start. AJ coming in towards the pits? Yeah, AJ's coming in the pits. I thought he might be. So Kai's the only car on track at the moment. So we'll stay on board with Kai, but we think it's going to be an invalidated lap. We'll have to wait and see on this one.
Just the way he went slower. When he rolled the curb, I think on Degmore 1 he hit the inside.
That's
yeah. That's one of the two.
That's a bad one. That one, the Degmore 1. It's so easy to get a corner cut warning there, but you have to run that corner to get the optimal line through it. Really, that's the problem. It is literally a very fine line. Okay, Kai is in the pits.
Welcome to the stream, buddy.
Yeah, good evening, Dan. So there we have it. After the first part of Q3, we've got Syke Zaney, the only driver under 127, which is not to say that the other times are slow. It's just that Syke has shown such remarkable pace with the 126.5. Johnny
Our
B.
time bit was what was it? I think it was a low 28. High 27, mid 27. We got.
Well, my time trial I thought was quite decent. It was a 128.1. That wouldn't. That's with the time trial, and you can add a second on that.
Second at least, yeah.
It's like Jesus. But anyway, Johnny Bravo is the first car out on the second part of the Q3 qualifying run. He's currently away out in Sector 2 at the moment, put a new set of boots on. And
it's on board with Bravo at the moment.
I've just seen that in the chat, actually. Yeah, that's very, very true, actually. Yeah, Louis been calling him Mini Towley. But, of course, he's got designs on being the best driver in his family, of course. There's going to be some serious rivalry between him and Big Brother Tom very shortly, I reckon. He's shown some great paces. There's Louis there.
His qualifying was exceptional. Have you seen it, Beverly, the Afrino? It was exceptional, his qualifying.
No, I haven't watched it, but I've been told all about it. 127.7 from Johnny B. Doesn't improve, so we'll be looking to go again. He's got time. All the other cars are coming out though now, so let's
everybody Beer, if you have a look at what's fitted, everybody has 0 laps. They are all on a fresh set. Everybody's gunning for this. This is now the all die moment for everybody here, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's the lead car?
Bravo.
We've just been on Bravo. He's got out. The car's just got out of the way. Obviously, he is going again on another fast lap. Benson is back. He's just had to take Schumacher fork. He didn't fall over and bang his head, did he, or anything like that? Oh, that's good.
My God. Boom! It's my stream.
Boom! It's my stream.
Jesus.
And a fuck I do not give. So yeah, there we go.
Wow.
Johnny B.
Jokes about for me.
They are bad. They are bad. Right, just watching Johnny Bravo. Yeah, just watching Johnny B. It just seemed our viewership just dropped through the floor there with that gag, but there, man, who gives a monkeys? There's Johnny B comes through the last chicane again, then we'll jump on board with somebody else. Let's see what he can do. Can he improve his time? It was a 127.7. Can he beat that? Yes, he moves to fourth with a 127.4. Jumps a couple of places. Right, who's next? Who can we watch now? There's AJ, 127.6.
Was his outlet made that one? I think he's just started to fly now. I think we're on. Who is it? Let's have a look. Benny's going slow.
Sally's in sector. Robbo in sector 3. Robbo is coming through. Where is Robbo?
Mate.
Is it an outlet?
Outlet.
It throws up some spurious times on this. It really. Oh, Talley's grasped it there. Oh, saw McLaren go flying off. What happened there? That was weird.
Psych.
Just got a quite glimpse of that. That was bizarre. Here comes Psych. Okay. That was strange. I think
I missed that actually.
Yeah, I just saw a flash
on
of
the
orange car.
Just on the stream here now. Just look, I'm watching the stream.
What was that?
What the fuck was that? Not as much 2 safety cars on the track on F3. That was fun.
I'm going to jump on board with Towley at the moment. He is going through sector 2. He's just gone through through Spoon, coming up to 130R.
Lovely call. 4th.
127.3 deposes Johnny B. What can Towley do? Wants to get onto the front row of the grid here at the very least.
He's got
his work cut out.
To make up.
A lot of time
to make
can be done.
Towley's one of the few people who can do it.
What's his setting? So 126.7 goes into second place. Really made up some time. Right, all eyes now on Robbo in sector 2 as he comes down towards the hairpin.
Bravo,
what can Robbo do?
Bravo. No improvement, nowhere near. AJ. AJ.
Goes third fastest with a 126.9. So we've got 3 guys under 120. Right, here comes Rob as he comes up the that little bit of back straight there, up towards 130R.
Kai
flying through there, no lift off, powers his way through. Kai goes into 5th, a decent time with 127.2. Can Robbo do it though? Is he going to be starting on the 3rd row? That will be on the the 2nd row. What can he do? Can he get pole? It's a 126.5. Yes! Takes pole by 18 one-thousandths of a second, or 2 100ths of a second. Can Psych go quicker? 126.3. Yes, he's done it by 2/10 of a second.
Robbo
improves his time. Wow, what an end there. That's one of the quickest in the world. That must be one of the quickest in the world there. We had just seen Psych set pole with a McLaren. Just check that time. 126.3. 126.3. That is astonishingly fast there from Psych Zaney. Robbo, we thought Robbo was going to do it there. Cookie Chip did not go out.
He did, mate. He did go out and he validated on his flyer.
Okay.
It was on, I went on to him going around the final chicane and it was on 1 minute 48. So I don't think that would have got the job done. Quite. Right, what I'm going to do, Beer, take advantage of my quick cigarette break, just so you can do the running. I'm going to go and unplug my mic.
Yeah. No problem.
Go for the fag.
What a qualifying session we've just had there, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. We've seen Psych Zaney. We thought we'd just seen Robbo get a pole position. And then at the last second, Psych Zaney said, no, I'm having that back, and sets an unbelievable blistering time. 126.3. Robbo has to make do with 2nd place with 126.5. Towley 3rd, 126.7. AJ 4th, 126.9. So we've got 4 cars, the top 4 cars have all set sub 127 laps. That is remarkable. And we've got Kai with a very solid time of 127.2. In most leagues, that will get you pole position. In this league, it gets in 5th, 3rd row of the grid, but still a good time. Lovely Colt, 127.3 in 6th. Haynes, a 127.4 in 7th. Johnny B, a 127.4 in 8th. And Benny, a 127.7, which is a very fast time, and it only gets in 9th place. Stunning stuff. What can we say? There's the gaps, basically a second between 1st and 6th, 1.1 between 1st and 8th. I think this is going to be an absolute belter. It looks like we've got a wet start, ladies and gentlemen, so that'll make things very, very interesting at the start of the race. And then, of course, it will apparently dry up. So, yeah, absolutely, Dan. Took the words out of my mouth. Stunningly fast times. These guys really, really showing what they can do. So there we are. That's a quick rundown then after Q3. Psych Zaney on pole, Robbo and Towley 2nd and 3rd, AJ 4th, Kai Pollitt 5th, Lovely Colt 6th, Haynes 7th, Johnny B 8th, Benny 9th and Cookie Chip in 10th place. That is the top 10. We've also got, of course, Bingley and Fresh LP, who did not make it through. Well, Bingley was 7th in the qualifying ban, and, of course, Fresh LP crashed at Degma 2. So that is our grid for the Japanese Grand Prix. I think possibly back very shortly, and then Just read the comments there. Has Dan included his audio? No, it's actually pause, but he's got a few. He's got a few issues there with his voice. I think it's because he lives in Wales. Actually, it's probably got something to do with it. Oh dear, Psych Zany in the chat. The odds on me being last at the end of lap 1 due to intermediate conditions. Now that normally happens to me, mate. But no, I think you're in the prime place. You're in P1, so give it a go. As you can see, belting down the rain. That makes life very interesting. But it will be clearing. So, for the guys in the chat, give us your predictions. Who do you think is going to win this race? And on that point, with that thought, I will leave it to. I'll leave it to you guys in the chat. Poz is coming in as well, so I'm going to go for my cheeky little cigarette whilst these guys are having their smoke break, their wank, their joint, whatever the hell they're doing, and I'll be back in 2 minutes. Over to you, Poz. So hopefully, over to Dalek Poz.
Exterminate. Anyway, guys. Just that was for shoes. Forgive the quality of the audio, guys. I'm not going to speak much because of it. It's kind of pissed me off, in fairness, because of this. But we'll obviously. It actually worked. I heard myself exterminate this time. That's pretty cool. But predictions, guys, for the win. Bravo for the win. That's a big shout there. Personally, I hope so, because obviously we're going to be updating the combined constructors this week, guys, by the way. So we're going to be putting that on the page for the first time. Probably just do it in like text form rather than spreadsheet form. And then obviously, I've noticed I'm not really dialing as much if I don't speak as loud. That's kind of a intriguing thing, but let's start. I want to check something myself on my end. Yeah, it is intermediate conditions, guys, because obviously you know the game can screw you sometimes. When you're on dry tyres on a wet track, that isn't unheard of. So, it'll be a good one. Going to be a good one, guys. Obviously, upcoming RRF1 streams, we've got Mr. Shag Wednesday for performance. That's going to be quite fun. Do you know what? Where the fuck are we at? Melbourne. We're at Melbourne this week for the performance. That's going to be quite a good one. And then you've got me, Thursday. Friday is unconfirmed. I think, I'm not sure if it's Beer or Don. Dom's been doing an absolutely fantastic job on Fridays. You guys will agree, and everyone on YouTube does, because it's the most viewed RRF1 video by a mile. So, thanks for the continued support, guys, from all you. Anybody who hasn't followed Beer, can you guys do that now if you can? I know pretty much most of you have. I just want to get his followers up too. Like I said, it's all about building up all the collective streamers. You know, RF1 is basically a perfect platform, not only to kind of enhance the league, but to advance individuals, and that's kind of where I'm looking at it right now. So it'll be an awesome thing for all of you guys, just to, even if anybody who's not currently streaming, download the Twitch app, mate, on Xbox, and get streaming. You'll have me as support. I'll be able to help all you out. I mean, no matter what series you're looking to do, get yourself on Twitch, I'll host you, get a few views to start yourselves off. Ivy, we've done nice one, Penalty, baby. Post clips. Ivy, get as many clips you can, mate. It'll be good for the collaborations that we're going to be doing towards the end of the season, maybe towards the start of next season, just kind of build them all in when we've got a few week break between the leagues. But yeah, man, keep clips posted, definitely. Obviously, because they'll be saved on Beer's channel anyway, you'll be able to check them out, possibly highlight them up anyway, so you'll be able to do that. So in that sense, Beer is back. Just to obviously say Beer, Ivy's making some clips as well, mate.
Extermination! Exterminated! Exterminate him!
Fucking bitch.
Exterminate him!
Sorry about that. I just had to do a bit of that. Well, there you go. That was Poz's amazing impression of a Dalek. Evening, Scotty. Good to see you in the chat, mate. How are you, mate? All right? Sorry, dude.
I apologise, and that's amazing. That was fucking quality.
Oh man. Okay.
Fucking hell, my life.
There we go.
the high pitch one killed it. We're ready to go.
Okay.
The high pitch one, that's the one.
Yeah, that was the one, mate. I'm going to have to definitely just get that clipped in.
That is just made. If anybody can clip that up, guys, please. That is, Ivy, if you can clip that, mate. That is just.
Dan Pennell's in the chat said, Beer, are you going to stop being gay in race on Thursday? No, I love being a sausage muncher. Sorry. The answer is no, not until Abu Dhabi. Right, formation lap is starting. Oh, I better put the old telemetry on. Hang on a minute. Get tired. There we go.
12 races to do, no one else can win. So we've got 12, lovely jubbly, nice figure. Do you know what I was going to say there? I'm going to talk about, it's a very, very controversial thing. Obviously, it's me and you, so we always do. Exterminate! But a lot of leagues, which I've found, complain about numbers. And people seem to overlook the fact that having a lower turnout race sometimes, in fact 99 times out of 100 that we found, kind of give you a really exciting race. Even with the Monaco that you and Shag did, when obviously everybody blew up early on, there was still kind of the added excitement of the fact that people could blow up. There's obviously some people racing pretty close together, and to be fair, people who complain about the low number side, I sort of get it from obviously a hosting perspective, as a streaming perspective, you want to have as many cars on track, but then there's more room on the track for the 12 cars to have the battles.
Well, absolutely.
It can be pretty spaced out.
It's not a question of what you've got, it's what you do with it. That's the key thing, particularly sometimes when you
style of the content.
Yeah, when you have a wet race, I mean, you get a full grid, and sometimes it can be untold carnage. You could be talking carbon fibre coming out of you're picking bits of carbon fibre out of your nose, after the first corner. Something that I'm actually quite something that I'm actually quite used to
this week.
Looking forward to the race. Obviously, you've got Robbo down. I'm going to go for AJ. I think AJ's going to win tonight. I've just got a feeling he's going to do something around here.
It's about time. He needs to do something.
The question is,
in the end.
Well, yeah, it's a solid qualifying. I know he's quick around here. Oh, God, there's a car spun on the formation lap of Toro Rosso.
It's Kai. Oh, wow.
It's Kai.
It's Kai.
He spun on the formation lap. Golly, he did a Grosjean there.
Fucking hell. Forrester is watching. Forrester, can you please just do your thing in chat? Thank you very much, mate.
There we go. The key thing, of course, for this race is when is the switch over from wets to dry. We know from what we've been told it's going to dry up at some stage during the race. The question is when. At the moment, we got some pretty steady rain. Not too wet enough for wets, but here we go. Normally I do the countdown, but tonight, over to you, Poz.
Fuck's sake.
Exterminate.
Yellow flag on the grid. Here we go. So we've got 1 light, 2 lights. We've got a 4. We're going to 5. All the way to 5 lights. Exterminate, motherfuckers. And away we go. With the
Sykes got a good start.
Over
Sykes got a good start in McLaren. He's pulled straight away there. We've got somebody trailing. Who is that? How's AJ got on? There's got 3. Okay, these cars.
Andrew, 1 minute, mate. We're in stream, mate. I'll invite you back in after me. You have to leave really quick, please, buddy. We're in commentary for the stream.
Yeah, nothing. Everything's going well so far. We've got Hassan and Williams side by side there, but giving themselves the room. There's a little bit of a wheel bash there, but all safely through. Benny's got past. Johnny Bravo's got past Benny there.
Good move by Bravo.
Yeah,
really good move by Bravo on the outside.
Zaney is already showing some very, very good pace in the way. He's pulled out a second already.
AJ dropped down.
AJ's third. Yeah, it's Towley's dropped to 5th.
Towley's dropped down.
So AJ has suddenly become. Whoa! Just watch that there. There was a car running rather wide there. Having a quick look through the field on a decent camera road. Coming down to the hairpin, just on board a Cookie chip at the moment, just seeing what Cookie can do.
Look at that.
These have got to be nip and tuck going through here. Watching all the cars going through. They're through safely. This so far is the mark of the elite standard. The fact that the first lap in the wet, and there's been so far, fingers crossed, no crashes. Everyone's safely through.
Third lap to go, haven't we?
Benny and Johnny B are having a bit of a nice little battle there. Kai Pollitt and Towley are really close together. The leaders are safely away. We've already got Syke, Robbo and AJ just pulling out a bit of a gap here. Well, sorry. Just jump back onto Cookie Chip there. The camera mode's not very good. It's not playing ball tonight. These two are literally nose to tail through here.
Literally.
And here comes Cookie on the outside of Haynes. This would be a brave move through
Ivy,
here.
get ready. Ivy, get ready.
This is...
Oh, look at
And of
this.
course, they've got Kai. They've got Kai. Kai's going to get swallowed by these two. This is so close as they come through to the first corner. They've got to be sensible here. They've all got through safely. Haynes' car twitched there. Haynes' car twitch. Yeah, bit of a twitch there, just held it. And Cookie was well aware of that. And good for Cookie. He didn't go straight up his rear end. But wow, that was close. Yeah, absolutely. These guys already showing. The track does not look very wet, Pos. The rain is still coming down, but it does not look that. It is wet, obviously, still, but it's not. It's not it's not puddles. It's not monsoons. It's not tsunamis washing over the track here. So
no.
But going up front, Sykes already open. Well, he's about 7 to 8 tenths. It's a slight concertina. I'm just looking.
Fresh. It was fresh, mate. Just on a little flip.
Okay, just spun, yeah. A bit of a
Cookie and Haynes.
The times at the moment are pretty relevant because you get that big concertina effect at the hairpin as they just all bunch up again. God, Cookie is all over the back of Haynes, really pressurising Haynes there. It's Williams versus Force India, or Racing Point as an hour, but it's still a Force India in this game. Now, can Cookie get a good run? Can Cookie get a good run up here and possibly try and take him under 130? That'd be a brave move. There's a possible overtaking spot. Oh, and
look at
Colt. I'm just watching Colt on AJ. Yeah, I just jumped right on board of that one. Colt had a real good look. AJ went a little bit wide coming at 130R, but he's got through safely. Kai, Haynes, and Cookie behind all got through safely. Good to see. Sykes only sent the fast lap with a 142.4.
Oh, that'll get demolished by the end of the race.
Oh, good lord, yeah. They'll take 15 seconds off that by the time it gets dry. What's a nice camera view. I like that one as they all come through turn 1. The Cookie went a little bit wide there, but all safely through. Okay.
He countered it with the kind of run out of the corner, didn't he? With that side. It's so close back here from the fifth down.
I know, it really is, mate.
Is not that good in the rain. When it becomes dry, you'll see Tom literally get himself back.
Yeah.
In the Irish Wolf 1991, I believe that would be Andrew following you, mate. Just got another new follow there, bit.
Thank you, Andrew. Oh, is that Andrew Bird, is it?
Colt! What a move! I caught that just now. What a move!
Taking AJ, yeah.
What a move! Whoa!
Colt showing some good pace, yeah.
Haynes and Cookie.
Coming down to the hairpin side by side, Haynes on the inside. They bump wheels, Oh, and Haynes just to avoid Kai. Wow! But that's allowed Cookie through. But Haynes had to take avoiding action, otherwise he'd have gone straight at the inside, well, straight into the arse end of Kai.
Great driving,
it was because he had a choice: lose a place or lose the race. He decided to lose the place. 3-second penalty for AJ there for multiple warnings. Wow, that was some great control there by Haynes.
Incredible.
Though. That really was very impressive driving. Wow, took the breath away. That
wind is coming in from the. If you're on the TV pod, it's going to come in from the east side of the car, going down the 130R. So
we've got some cars pitching already. We've got.
Oh, dive bomb Bravo! Bravo dive bomb Haynes. Late braking by Bravo. We've got 3 wide. Oh my God, 3 wide here. Oh, Benny's off. He went to go 3 wide. Not enough room on there for 3 cars. That was dramatic there.
Lovely Colt lost a couple of places. I thought he was pitting, but something happened now.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
quite catch it.
Yeah.
Lost 2 places. I thought he was pitting.
No, an interesting point there. Obviously, I'll kind of shut up if there's any
I'm
more
annoyed
action,
I missed that.
Colt was in 4th. Remember Russia? When Colt was in 4th and then fell to 8th and we thought he went off the track.
Yeah.
He had a screen freeze. I fell back 4 places.
I wonder if that's happened. Sykes-Zaney and Robbo are starting to drop AJ now. There's a gap there to 3.3 seconds. It's doing it again with this bloody spectator mode thing. There we go. Now, Johnny B's dropped down to 10th.
Terrible camera angles.
Yeah, I do get some rotten ones. Johnny B's dropped down to 10th now. Bingley's moved up into 9th. Haynes and, of course, Cookie Chip's now cleared Haynes. Haynes had to basically give that position up to avoid a crash at the hairpin. So I'm just having a look to see the closest battle. There's a good battle between Johnny Bravo and Benny.
Third down, mate, at the moment.
Yeah, it's all the way down, really,
down's
isn't it?
Looking really meaty.
Just on board. And
One
here comes
mistake, though.
Benny's having a look at Johnny B there. Johnny B goes outside, quite wide at Spoon.
Cookie and Kai. Kai ran a bit wide. Cookie takes advantage. Cookie's taking advantage of 2 lockups, basically, and has managed to come clean, and he's guarding. Well,
he's having a look again.
He's guarding the move off from Kai.
He's having a look. So we'll go back on Benny again, and Benny on Johnny B. I think Johnny B's just about got him covered off here as he comes into the hairpin. Sorry,
Robbo's psyched.
again.
Robbo's psyched for the lead.
Here comes Robbo drafting him. He's going to go around the outside, is he? He's going around the outside of turn 1. It's a brave move he can put now. He jumps back inside again, cuts back in. They nip and tuck, these two, as they come through the first couple of corners up to the sort of the windy part of the track in sector 1. Ooh.
Carly with Haynes. Carly and Haynes just through the back there.
I think Haynes is already showing he's got some good pace around here in the way, because he had to take avoiding action a short time ago, a couple of laps ago. But look at me, he's all over the back of Kai now. But this is amazing considering how close the cars are, and it's wet. It just shows the control that these guys have on their, whether it's a wheel or a pad. They don't call these guys elite just for the sheer fun of it. Johnny B, 3-second penalty. Oh, Kai struggling through Degma 2 there. Didn't really get the drive off there. As it comes down towards the hairpin. And Kai's run again. He's run deep there. He's run very deep. Haynes is going to get a good drive at the outside. But the problem is, as soon as you put the power down there, you get that back end twitch because of the lack of grip.
Yeah.
We've got lovely Colt on Towley. Very, very close, these two. 10th of a second. Oh, lovely Colt. There was a bit of a wobble there going through the first part of Spoon. That's allowing Cookie Chip to go right at the back of lovely Colt. Man, this is action-packed already. We've only had 5 laps. Here comes Cookie coming up the main drag. What can he do? Coming up to 130R. He is so close behind him. Oh, there's almost contact there. Cookie's going to go for an inside line, and I think he's got it. Yes, he has. Yeah.
Perfect.
There's just Cycle's only second fastest lap after fastest lap on those inters. Just watching Haynes now. He's under real pressure from Bingley. Bing's having a look on the outside, on the inside now. Switches to the inside. He's drafting him down the start-finish straight. Coming to turn 1. Is he going to pull to the inside and make a move? This is so close. I think Bingley's going to go for the move here.
About it.
Oh, that was close. He had to just... He's hanging it in there on the inside. Can he make this one stick? I don't know if he's going to get the drive. No, I think Haynes has just got him covered there. Yes, indeed. Wow, that was side-by-side. Action-packed stuff. Good Lord.
Bloody everywhere.
I'm out of breath.
Only 22 more laps to go, guys.
Oh,
I've been given instructions to keep my mouth shut from upstairs as well, so I'll do my best not to.
No, that's okay. So we're going to go back on board with Cookie and Sally. They're so close. As soon as I switch cars, they do an overtake. Yeah, he's just dropped back a little bit there.
Cookie and AJ. Cookie's flying. Absolutely flying.
He really is. We've got AJ, Towley and Cookie are all pretty much nose to stern there. Bingley trying to fight his way through, of course, after no qualifying. Cookie on Towley. Cookie is all over the back of Towley again. He's really pressurising Towley at the moment, as you can see there. Just jumping on board with Cookie here, as we can see.
The lad by Kai I saw there. I hope that was just me. Haynes on the inside, side by side 130. Oh, Haynes backs out. And backs out right in the field.
Oh, he's lost to Bingley. Bingley just scoots through there. Haynes has left the session. Haynes has left the session.
That's my job, mate.
Okay.
So that explains the slow
racing. A little bit of on-board action here at the moment. Cookie, Towley, these two are really going at it. Of course, Towley, though, he's only 4 tenths behind AJ. The track's starting to dry. There's a bit of spray coming off the front tyres. Cookie has a look at the inside of Towley. And AJ, made a slight mistake. Is he letting Towley through? Wow, multi-21 there from the...
I don't know, mate. It's dry. This track is nearly dry.
Yeah, it is. There's a little bit of spray coming off the tyres. There's not much there, but AJ really struggled there through the S's. Towley shot through. Then AJ shut the door firmly on Cookie. All's fair in love and war, though. But Cookie's having a look around the outside, switches to the inside. What's he going to do here, going through Degma 1, Degma 2? This is so close. AJ, 3-second penalty. I'm not sure what that was for, because he didn't seem to run particularly wide there at all. Or quarter cut for that matter.
No, he didn't.
AJ going defensive line at the inside there. Cookie's going to have a look on the outside. Struggling. These cars are struggling for grip now. I think we could be looking at some pit stops very shortly.
Yeah, dry's coming up, guys, wasn't it? I think we've got some dry conditions coming up here soon.
I'm just saying we don't normally do the on-board, but I want to see what's going on. Cookie at the inside there of AJ. Can he make this stick? I think he's going to make it stick going through Spoon.
Yes.
AJ's right alongside him. Oh, what a move. Great move there by Cookie Chip.
AJ's made the mistake.
And Lovely Colt is now pressurising AJ. Oh, Lovely Colt's almost lost it. He'd gone the grass.
Colt's on
Wow,
the way.
he just managed to save himself. Wow, 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 wow. Bingley on Kai as well. It's all happening here. It is all happening. And Robbo's pitting. Robbo's taking the plunge. He's the first car coming in. What's he going to go? Would he go softs to the end? Would he go mediums? He's going to go mediums.
I think it's
so
DRS enabled, isn't it?
Yeah, he's going to run these to the end. Robbo, and in fact, they're all coming in now. We've got Towley coming in, AJ coming in, Kai. We've got Bingers. We've got Johnny B coming in.
Sauber double stack. Sauber double stack.
It's going to cost them some time, but then again, though, you've got to think about how much time did they lose if they kept the guy out there. You know what I mean?
All on mediums, yeah.
Everybody's on mediums. They're going to run to the end. But AJ's, because they double stacked the Sauber, AJ's the man who's really lost out.
Fresh just went around the outside of Robbo. Robbo coming out of the pits. Fresh. Is this the right time for mediums? I'm going very slow.
I'm going to jump on board with Robbo. I'm going to jump on board on TV mode on Robbo. Let's see what he looks like this pace. Yeah, see, there's still spray coming off the tyres. They're struggling for grip.
It's too early. It's too early.
Yeah, I reckon it might be a lap too early. Yeah, even Robbo's really struggling. How's Tally looking?
Not good.
So it comes up towards Degma 1, Degma 2. It's almost like the cars are in slow motion, isn't it, almost? They're really struggling in the...
this support. The likes of Haynes,
Benny, Fresh.
Haynes is out, isn't he? He's disconnected. I've tried to get him back in.
Oh, he can't. Hasn't got
another impact now.
Damn. Oh, look at Tally really struggling for the hairpin there. Absolutely trying to. Oh, Tally's lost it. He spun it, and he's lost his front wing. Tally has lost his front wing in the way, and he's stuck in the wall. Oh, he's got to let all these cars through. He needs to let all these cars through, and he has done.
He can flip spin to the inside, can't he?
Oh, no, he's lost. He has lost so many positions. Yeah, Sykes come in. Sykes come in as well.
I think this may still be too early.
Yeah, let's see what Sykes doing. Wow, this is crazy. Sykes! What the hell? Lag spike. It looked like Sykes was coming out the pits and put it straight into the wall, but of course, it's a lag spike. Thank you, Codemasters. You bunch of cretins.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. But Towley's going to have to come back into the pit, so that is his race absolutely ruined. Robbo
I think the best for Tally here will be points, won't it, you imagine?
Yeah.
Get some points. Robbo
such a long way behind.
Let's have a look at the interrunners.
Yeah, Towley's just running off the track all the time. They say he's got major front wing damage as he comes into the Vice chicane. He's going to have to pit.
A second every 2 corners to Benny. This is dreamland for the likes of Cookie.
Lovely Colt, Benny,
Colt, Benny.
And Fresh, of course. You know, he's still out there on the Inters, just on board with Fresh at the moment. As he's coming up to Syke Zanium. Surely he's going to just breeze past Syke here. He's still got the grip on those wets.
So I may as well just let him through.
Well, they won't do that, but I think he's going to get him here. Yeah, I don't think he had a lot of choice on that. Fresh has got so much more grip. These guys have pitted too early. They've probably pitted 2, 3, maybe even 4 laps too early, I reckon. This is crazy.
Robbo is 37 seconds off Cookie.
Wow. Well, Cookie has made the right call, as has Colt and Benny.
Kai's off.
Sector 2, Kai's gone. And that's the Toro Rosso. It's sat there facing the wall. What's he going to do? Can he get the car out? Yeah, he just reverses out there. Does a good. I was going to say about a 20-point turn. No, it's a 1-point turn. Well done. Gets his car back on track. He needs to put a new wing on. Benny has got past Lovely Colt, who's pitted now. Colt's obviously going to go for I'm presuming a set of Inters. Is he going to go Inters again? He is.
Yep.
He's decided to stay out on those Inters. Interesting. Fresh LP comes through. Fresh LP yet to pit, of course. Jump on board the leader. I mean, it's strange because the track did look.
That's just a Haynes.
Yeah, the track did look pretty dry, but the bottom line is, it was, as we found there. I mean, was it worth though, guys? If they were coming out on the slickster, going on something like the super softs, do you know what I mean, to get the maximum grip? The mediums, of course, as we know, do take a little while to get warmed up, even on normal dry conditions. So,
to show the issue here, Beer, Haynes is AI is quicker than Robbo.
26, 29. Yeah, he's now over 42 seconds behind Cookie as Robbo now. So Cookie has got a pit stop and, what, 12, 13 seconds on Robbo at the moment, to give you an idea?
Yeah, it's nearly 2 pit stops. Nearly 2 pit stops. What a bizarre twist to this race. There's a clickbait title video.
Yeah. Well, the title, mate, it was Japanese Nuclear Meltdown, and I think we've pretty much seen that so far. That is the title of the stream.
Causing ill weather.
Absolutely. Well, Lovely Colt is, of course, on those fresh inters, is now all over the back of Fresh LP, and you just tend to think it's just a matter of time before Lovely Colt puts himself back into the podium position. Right, DRS is now enabled, so we must be very, very close to a switch over here. Lovely Colt on Fresh Prince, and he just flies through. His teammate lets him through there, yeah.
No,
Fresh Prince, yeah, Fresh LP. Let's see what he's doing. Yes, he's coming in. Colt's coming back in.
Out. Good teammates there. Good teammates.
And they're going to go on to the soft compound tyre. That's the good call, I think.
Medium.
I think
it's come on medium here, bro.
It said soft on mine. Oh, they've changed the tyre. Hang on, let's have a look. It was yellow. It was yellow, but no, you're right. It's now gone white again. Fucking Codemasters.
Look how far behind Robbo, Bingley, AJ. Oh my God!
Johnny B and AJ are having a bit of a ding dong now, coming through the final chicane there, coming into the start-finish straight. Just having a quick look at that.
This is not really going to have much of an impact on the title either, is it? Let's face it.
It's just
both down the bottom.
Cookie, though, is again showing why he's suddenly such a force to be reckoned with, as he's just, you know, I wouldn't say appeared from nowhere, but he's probably the most consistent driver on the track at the moment in terms of performance. He is winning races comfortably, you know. Right, let's jump on board with the leaders. I want to see what they're going to be doing. Cookie running wide there as he comes up towards the final chicane. Is Cookie going to dive into the pits now, make his stop and put his dry tyres on? I think it's about time now. I think Cookie is coming. Yeah, Cookie's coming in now. Going to stay on board with Cookie. Actually, I'm just going to watch Benny come out first of all. Benny comes in as well.
Tally and Kai's a lap down, and Tally was right in front of Cookie.
Right, Cookie's put the softs on. Cookie has put the softs on.
That's
I think
risky.
No, I think it's the right call, mate. I think it's the right call. As has Benny. Benny, they've both put softs on. The tyres will make it to the end comfortably, and of course they'll get the temperature quicker than the mediums because there's more tread. Not tread, but you know, more rubber.
Robbo's done call.
Yep.
Nice and easy. Up to 6 points, Rob.
But look at the gap there.
Isn't it?
Yep. Syke moves up into third. Obviously, we've got Fresh is making his pit stop.
This is a dream scenario for Fresh. Like, it's his 4th Grand Prix.
He's not going to come
himself up.
Yeah, he's going to come out with Robbo and Lovely Colt. Is Lovely Colt going to get past him? I think he'll just do him before. Yep. Lovely Colt gets there. But still, he's comfortably in 6th place at the moment. Bingley is 3 seconds down on him. So, and Fresh has also gone for the soft compound tyre, which makes a wise choice. Haynes' AI has pitted him. Haynes' AI has come out on the mediums. Okay. I presume it's still Haynes'.
Yeah, still mate. He's messaged me he can't get back in, which is a bit of a shame because he was having stuff at really good race Haynes, and he's usually really good on strategy as well.
Yeah.
And it was that lap when everyone was going to literally pit him, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's so now
this next lap.
Johnny B and AJ. That is basically, if you have a look at the timing screens there, I'm going to put it onto the actual gap to the lead, and now you see how coming in early has affected the race for several players. Robbo, Cookie with his pit stop has come out 28 seconds in front of Robbo because he stayed out that bit longer on the inters. Those extra 3 or 4 laps have made all the difference. As the guys that came in initially just struggled for grip, getting no temperatures into their tyres. Look at poor Towley. Towley could end up being lapped at this rate. He's 1 minute 18 down. Kai is 1 minute 28. Towley, to give you an idea, he's really hoping that Haynes doesn't get back in, Pols, because he's 26 seconds down on Haynes just for 1 point. To give you an idea.
Definitely. Obviously, if Haynes doesn't come back in, then it's going to be one of them, isn't it? Where... Question, this is back, mate, just saying I'll keep it down. I just
Yeah,
gave
no
myself on the
problem.
stream. I was really loud.
That's right. Bingers has just gone fastest to 1:40.6. We're going to see these times tumbling now, though, of course, as these dry tyres start to pick up temperature as the track dries out nicely.
Bingley and Fresh. We've got a bit of a battle here. Bingley, Fresh and Bravo and AJ.
Bingley's caught it. Bingley's caught him quickly because he came out about 3 or 4 seconds ahead of him. But I think this is a matter of time. You'd think there that Fresh should be able to pull away on those softs, but of course Bingley we know is a good racer in all conditions.
One of the top drivers, Bingley. I remember with that qualifying ban, he's doing himself an exceptional job. Just kind of, I'm going to get
Sector 2. Sector 2. Who's that?
Kai. Wing off.
Oh no, Kai. This is not good.
Kai wing off. No, just been lapped. Such a shame.
Yep. It's as you were at the front. Cookie just slowly extended the gap on Benny. 5.2 seconds at the moment.
Well, not Bravo.
Yeah.
Mr. Bravo penalty. Paul Kai.
Yeah, Paul Kai. Yeah.
Get yourself on the game, mate.
Absolutely. Cookie there, straight away taking 3 seconds off the previous fast lap. The track is now getting very dry. Sykes in third. Comfortable 12-second cushion then to Robbo, who's actually recovered quite well considering he struggled on those mediums. Moved his way back into fourth. Lovely Colt is in fifth. Fresh LP is in sixth. Bingley's all over the back of Fresh LP. Another battle between Johnny B and AJ. They've been at it for quite a few laps now since they basically came out of the pits. Of course, AJ sacrificed himself. Of course, the double stack cars retired from the session. He's binned it.
Yeah, you'd imagine it, mate. He's had him there.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Poor guy.
I know the feeling very well.
We've all been there, mate.
Absolutely. Of course, AJ sacrificed himself to do a double stack with Towley. I bet he'd be wishing, damn it, wish I'd stayed out now. Because AJ would have been right up there if he had done. It'd be in third place. But, these things happen. There's still 13 laps to go, including this one. Anything can happen in F1, and it normally does. There's a good battle, though, Bring here. We got Lovely Colt, we got Fresh LP, and we got Bingley. There's about 1.2 seconds. Yeah, I'm just trying to...
All three of them, really.
Just trying to watch the action here. To come down towards the hairpin. Bingley's very close up on the Fresh. I think it's... I don't want to sound disparaging, but I think it's almost a matter of time before Bingley gets the move done.
Indeed. You'd imagine, anyway. Bingley's... Oh, yellow flag.
Sector 1, Sector 2. I'm looking at the timing screens.
You know what? Oh,
Can't see it.
It's Kai.
Yeah, I can't see anything on the timing screens to say it's been an instant. Nothing. No one's dropped off suddenly.
Went through. I went onto Cookie and it showed him going through Kai's AI. So I'm assuming that might have something to do with it.
Yeah. AJ 3-second penalty there for multiple warnings. That's not the first time he's popped up today. But this is the closest battle on track at the moment. The battle for 5th place between Lovely Colt, Fresh LP, and Bingley. These cars are on different compound tyres at the moment. Fresh, you would think he would be on the faster tyre, but he is struggling at the moment to really get that pace in. Going to jump on board with Fresh anyway.
He's usually about a second off these guys, and
he is on a quicker. Yeah,
he's
on a quicker tyre, but he needs to clear Lovely Colt really to make these tyres really count. They should go to the end, I would think, quite comfortably. Good evening, Rara. Nice to see you, my friend. How are you? Thank you for watching. Bingers.
Mara, that's Mara.
There's now just 7 tenths between Lovely Colt, Fresh LP, and Bingley, covering those 3 cars now. So it's really, really close. Up front, Benny is just losing a bit of time still on Cookie. Cookie pulling out like the odd tenth here and there. Gap up to 6 seconds now. Towley's just set the fastest lap. I think he's deciding, stuff this, I'm going for it. He's going to pass Haynes pretty shortly, actually, which will get him back into the points. As obviously Cookie replies to the 1:35.4. These lap times are going to come tumbling down now, of course, as the track dries out fully. We're staying on board at the moment, this battle, guys, because it's the closest thing. Well, it is a good battle, and it's the closest thing we've got on track at the moment. Bingley all over the back there. The Fresh LP. Going to jump on board with Bingers as he comes around the inside of Fresh LP. He's got it down. He's done it down. Yeah, Fresh LP went a little bit wide, saw what was happening, decided not to challenge, which is probably a wise move. And Bingley moves up into 6th place there with that move. Good move there. Brave driving, but it was worth doing. Now, Bigley's got his sights set on Lovely Colt. Of course, we do have DRS. Of course, that was enabled about, 5 laps ago. Towley has passed Haynes' AI, so Towley moves back into the points. He's trailing Johnny Bravo by 26 seconds. Can he catch Johnny Bravo up 2 seconds a lap? It's possible.
It's going to have to be 2 seconds a lap. 2 seconds a lap is going to have to be, but Bravo, of course, is better than AJ, so it could happen.
Yeah, it could happen.
And he's got fresher tyres in him as well.
Yeah, I was going to say Towley and AJ. Towley's on 2 laps fresher tyres than both AJ and Johnny B. Although, to be honest with you, looking at the tyre wear, that really shouldn't be an issue on the medium compound. If they were, say, the softs or the super softs, yes, that 2 laps could be a major difference. But I'm not so sure on the mediums. The mediums got some real longevity with them. Bingley, once he's got past Fresh LP, has just cruised up behind Lovely Colt. The gap about just under half a second at the moment. Benny is now... Well, Cookie's just set a fastest lap, but Benny is keeping with him. The gap is now... It went from 5 to 6. It's back to 5.6 seconds. So Benny's not giving up on that one. Syke Zaidi is in third. He's 12 seconds back, and then a further 12 seconds back to Robbo. Now, there could be a battle coming up shortly, possibly, between Bingley, if he can clear Lovely Colt, and Robbo. Bingley's only 5 seconds behind Robbo. Fresh LP, 3 second penalty.
That'll be an intriguing one.
Yes, it will be, yeah.
Very intriguing battle.
Another battle.
Guys, I'm just kind of keeping my voice a little bit, not just because of volume, but just because of the crackle. I don't want to kind of implement the stream. I am still here, guys, of course.
There's another battle which has been going on for quite some time now between AJ and Johnny B. The gap is about a second. AJ's got over Johnny B, but these two have been tight all the way through this race. Bingley's got Colt. I really should have stayed on that one. Yeah, Colt had a look back. Colt had a look back, but Bingley's got the move done. Now, first of all, can Lovely Colt come back at Bingley? And secondly, what can Bingley do about Robbo? That's the question now. Now we're going to see the true pace.
The podium places are pretty much set, you'd imagine. At least at the moment, anyway. You would think
as it stands, Towley
gaps.
133.8. You would think so, but of course anything can happen. We've still got 10 laps to race. That's what, about 35 miles of racing to go yet. So, blimey. Yeah, still a lot of time yet. But Bingley is already starting to drop Colt now. Cookie goes fastest again. I've noticed that Cookie and Towley have been swapping fastest laps all the way through the dry stint.
Benny,
and Benny says, thank you very much. Yeah, they're all really kicking in. They're going to see times in below 130, I think, very shortly.
Let's have a look. Yes,
Towley, 3 second penalty.
I thought I was going to be Syke getting the fastest lap, but it was at the exact time Syke getting the penalty, or Towley getting the penalty.
I'm just going to jump. If anything doesn't happen, the Cookie's just about to finish a lap. I want to jump on board and actually just watch Cookie, actually, the way he drives.
Just watching Colt, mate, on Bingley. A bit further back, but he's got DRS. Is he going to have a look? Oh no, he was thinking about it, he just literally went back into a slipstream. So that battle is just going to hold for the moment.
Yeah, if anything happens, let me know. I'm just watching Cookie from the actual cockpit view, to see, the camera view on Cookie's head, just to see... watch him race, really. Watch his lines. He comes up to speed. He's coming up to a lap car shortly. Yeah. Oh, perfectly.
That's
getting his apexes perfectly there, Cookie Chip, as he comes up the hill towards 130R. In 8th gear, 190 miles an hour, flat out through 130R. Nice, lovely left-hander. Comes into the final chicane. Will drop down probably to second or third gear, into second. And then quickly up through the throttle. There's a little bump in the road that you have to try and avoid. It tries to throw the back end out safely through there. And Cookie does a fastest lap of the 133 flat. As he comes up to lap the AI car, Haynes. Tricky corner, the first corner, because a bit almost like a small version of China. It tightens up, and you have to brake it's almost 2 corners, and you have to brake basically between the 2 corners. Syke Zaidi 132.1, fastest lap by 0.8 of a second. Bingley, by the way, is closing up on Robbo. The gap from 5 to 4.2.
Oh, Colt pits.
Interesting.
For set soft, you'd imagine.
Yeah, he might go to supers actually. Yeah, he's serving us. He's serving us stop go, I think, possibly. Yeah, stop go. Puts the supers on. Gonna go for a fastest lap. Now, where's Tally? Oh, Tally's still quite some way behind, coming up the hill towards 130R, so Colt will get out comfortably in front of Tally. But that could be, well, you know, how far is Tally going to be back? No, he's going to be 10, 15 seconds back, isn't he? Yep. Maybe not that far, maybe about 10 seconds.
Around about, yes. Well, I think maybe a bit more, I'd say. About 10, you're alright there, about 10 seconds. Yep. It'll say 20, the time's going to come tumbling down. 14, there you go. 12, yeah, around about just over 10 seconds, but just over 12 it is. Yep. He's caught Cookie by a second.
Yeah, he's taken 1.3 off him. I wonder if Cookie's just taking it easy. Let's jump on board. Cookie he's in mode 4, he's in overtake mode at the moment, as is Benny. Well, not surprising coming down to start-finish straight, to be honest. Drops down to 1 for the corner. Just looking at the ERS there, Benny's got a little bit more ERS in hand on the battery. Syke is comfortably in third, he's dropping Robbo. The gap was 12 to Robbo, it's around about 14 now. Bingley and Robbo stay static on this lap, they've basically traded lap time, it's now 4.4, yeah. Well, basically it is even Stevens because they're on the same compound tyre with the same tyre life as well. Looking a bit further down, looks like AJ's dropped Johnny Bravo now. Those two were battling, but Johnny's dropped 3.2 seconds off. Lovely Colt is come out in 9th. He'll be catching these two rapidly. Towley is another 13 seconds down the road, and then Haynes' AI is the last runner out of the points, currently miles out of the points. So the question is, can Towley catch Johnny B? The gap between Towley and Johnny B, we said it was going to be 2 seconds lap. Oh, he's got a 5-second stop go. That's just ruined that.
5-second stop go.
That's just ruined that totally.
Balls that race up.
Yeah, a bit of a commentator's curse there. Of course, it's unfamiliar territory really for Towley, isn't it? Sort of, you know, down the bottom of the grid. Probably feeling very peed off in that car at the moment. That's probably why he's picked up the penalties. He's like, you know, really pushing the car hard and not giving a...
Well, to be honest, he's got no choice, is he?
I suppose he's given a month. He's just really angry. He's going to drive as aggressively as possible to try and do something, you know, and see what happens. I'm just going to be slightly fast lap. Yeah, 1:31.5. I'm intrigued to see how quickly Lovely Colt catches Johnny Bravo on those fresh supers. I'd expect to see Lovely Colt setting fastest laps very shortly.
Tally has actually caught Bravo by 8 seconds in 5 laps, just to point out.
It's
not quite quick enough to get him.
No, it's not. Benny's taken another 3/10 in the last lap there. The gap was down to just a smidgen under 4 seconds there between first and second place. So Benny has not given up on this race at all. The two guys also are on the same compound again with the same tyre wear so far. 9 laps of use on those supers. I see Dan says in the chat, will the softs make it to the end? I think they will. Yeah, Levy Colt goes quickest on the supers. That's not surprising. 1:30.2. I think they will go to the end. I'd be surprised if they have to pit. It's possible, but I'd be surprised.
Bingley, 3.6 beer. 3.6.
Taking 6/10 out of Robbo since we last spoke. What, a couple of laps ago. Yeah, Ralph saying in the chat there that that he reckons quite a few people run the SOS for 17 laps. Do it. In fact, in a dry race, they do 17 laps on the SOS and then switch onto the supers. It's a one stop on the fastest compound. So. Yeah, Rara saying Towley's championship bid in tatters. Well, it's not quite over yet, but this race has not done him any favours, that's for sure. Dan was saying, last night he ran 24 laps on the mediums. Scotty is leading the championship for the first time in F2. Congratulations, well done. Of course, I think
I've got my eyes set on.
Yeah, I think his teammate wasn't here, was he, on Friday? I think Tom Starr, I think he was working or something.
Tom was away.
Yep.
I think it was his birthday as well, so I think that's another reason why.
Right there. Yeah, fair play. Just going to look...
For the podiums there, by the way, I'm going to have to head off quick, because obviously just for the podiums, just let you know the limits.
Quick one. Yeah, no problem, mate, no problem. Lovely Colt, 1:30.1, fastest lap again in the supers. He's got the gap down to just 2.7. It's just a matter of time, surely. He's taken 5 seconds off him since he made that pit stop, so that's about 2 seconds a lap he's taken out of Johnny B. So you'd imagine at the end of the next lap he's going to be pretty much up his exhaust pipe. We'll actually jump on board a Lovely Colt. We haven't given him a lot of air time yet. He comes through sector 1.
Closest thing on track for a bit, so it's probably right to give him all the airtime, to be fair.
Absolutely. Just want to a quick shout out. Thank you for all the chat. There's some really, really good chat going on. People talking about, of course, not just the race, but also about strategies for and tactics and tips for using the wheel. Guys who've switched over from pad onto wheel. That's always good to see. Guys help each other out in the chat. Thank you all for watching. Of course, we are RRF1, the ultimate racing league out there. Forget the rest. Come and join the best. That's all I've got to say about that. The best out there, bar none. And of course, coming up, we're in America, I believe, next week on Thursday for the American Grand Prix, as we start our American leg. Of course, followed very quickly by Mexico. We'll be back, of course, on Thursday for the F3. But of course, don't forget to tune in on Wednesday for the Performance League race on Mustafa Shag's Twitch channel. He'll be streaming, possibly with me. I might even be racing yet. I'm not sure yet. But Mustafa Shag will definitely be streaming on Wednesday night for the Performance League. And here comes lovely Colton Johnny B now. Here comes the move, and lovely Colton sweeps round sweeps round Johnny B there, moves into 8th place. Now he's got eyes set on AJ, who is 5 seconds up the road. Of course, Colt pitted from 6th place, so that's the excuse me, got frog in my throat there, and I hate the French. Yeah, lovely Colt pitted from 6th place. It's interesting to see if he can actually make that place up. He'll have to make up best part of 10 seconds in 4 laps to overtake his teammate. So we'll have to see. Yeah, absolutely wrong. Penalty Central as the Tour of the Americas begins. Yeah, that Texas track is an absolute nightmare. Robbo has left the session. What has happened there? Has he lost connection? You try and bring him in, mate, if you can.
Bring him back in.
Yeah,
yep.
Just so Robbo's car is on current AI. That's going to allow Bingus to, of course, just cruise past him unless he can get straight back in his car. That's an absolute disaster. Maybe it's not so bad for Towley after all, then, if Robbo can't get back in.
I've invited him.
Fingers crossed he can get back in there. But Bingus is now just a second behind. Has Robbo got back in? Let's have a quick look out. Robbo's car is still in AI mode. And here comes Bingley. Bingley is through the AI. Oh, Robbo, that's going to hurt him.
Sent him an invite, I'll send him another one. All the way up here on the line, come on. I know it's probably an easy way to get him, but... He's done it now, mate, for you. Yeah.
Okay. By the way, Benny is now just 3.2 behind Cookie Chip. In fact, it's now down to 3 seconds, now down to 2.9 as the Concertina up going through the chicane. So this still could be a battle yet for the win. The Americans start in Canada, not USA. Well, yeah, technically speaking, but Canada. You tell a Canadian that they're part of America, and they'll slit your throat for saying that. Trust me. The American leg, as far as we're concerned, starts in Texas and then moves on to Mexico. Now, has Robbo got back in? Yeah, that car looks live, doesn't it? Robbo's car, that looks live again?
Yeah, Robbo's back.
Yeah, Robbo's back. That's good. That's good. He has lost a place, but he'll be looking to see if he can get that back. Up the front, the gap between first and second is 3.5 seconds. Ben Prime says in the chat, Bingley driver of the day. It's hard not to disagree with that, really. You could throw Cookie and Benny into the mix as well for that one, possibly. Yeah. What are your thoughts of the guys in the chat? Ben's gone for Bingus. Who else do you think? Anybody else? Any other nominations for driver of the day?
Benny.
Of course, you could have Beerandkebab, of course, as GOAT, God of all time, but that's a different vote. Cookie for me says Ralph. Yeah, that's good shout. He's led from start to finish pretty much, apart from the first couple of laps. As soon as the guys come into the pits, Cookie has dominated this race. But Benny is holding station, just 3 seconds behind with 2 laps to go. Let's jump on board with Cookie as he's there starting his penultimate lap, lap 26 out of 27. Lovely Colt has reeled in AJ. He's got within 2.6 seconds of AJ, who's on reasonably warm mediums. They've still got some life left in them yet, but not a huge amount. But just looking back from AJ, you can probably see possibly behind him, if you get a decent camera view, you'll see Colt's car.
Just trying to see. Yes, Colt can definitely see him. Just about seeing him. Right?
Actually, Irish Wolf, I disagree. Most Mexicans love to be in America. That's why they keep on crossing the border. The gap between first and second is down 2.6 seconds. Bingley, 3-second time penalty. Now has justice been served?
Could be huge.
That could be. Has justice been served, of course, with Robbo having that disconnection. Then he's currently 2 seconds behind Bingley. Of course, we don't give spoilers out on penalties, so we'll have to wait and see how that's panned out. AJ is catching Fresh LP. Whether he's going to catch him in time, it's 1.9 seconds. The gap between AJ and Colt is 2.18 seconds. So can anything happen? Can any positions change between 6th, 7th and 8th? They're going to have to be quick. Okay, so on board a Cookie as he starts his final lap of this interesting race around Japan, with the weather throwing up some real spanners in the works there, with cars pitting too early. Cookie made the master stroke of keeping that car out there for an extra 3 or 4 laps on those inters, and it has worked a treat. But Benny's only 2 seconds behind. He can see that car in front. He's pushing so hard, trying to force Cookie to make a mistake or something, but it'll be difficult to see it happen. But of course, we did see Friday, F2, Japan, final lap. We saw carnage on the final lap. It could still happen yet here. What's also been interesting, looking at the timing screens, is how Syke has caught these guys up as well. He's now only 8
the
seconds.
soft tires are literally
They're falling off the cliff now.
Legs.
Yeah, they're falling off the cliff.
And it could be a really interesting last lap battle here. Yeah,
Fresh LP, AJ and Colt, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's going to absolutely come in there.
I'm going to jump on board with Cookie just for the moment. I'm going to keep an eye on the timing screens. Cookie comes through, I think it's Spoon, yeah. Coming up the hill for the final time. Benny just 1.9 seconds. Benny's going to keep on pushing. Trying to force a mistake.
1.8, 1.7. Then he's holding it.
It's been about, well, yeah, I think Cookie, are there any penalties? We're about to find out as Cookie comes to take the checkered flag. Cookie crosses the line first. Where's Benny? Yeah, he's got
Benny
it.
didn't get him.
He's got it.
Cookie with the win.
There's, good win for Cookie. Benny in second. Looks like Syke's going to be coming home in third place. Solid drive there.
Robbo. Still got a 3-way battle as well for 6.
Yeah, I'm keeping a careful eye. That is getting really, really juicy there. As soon as I get a chance, I'm going to jump right on that. There's still some way around the track, though. Still got a way to go. Here comes Bingley for 4th place. An excellent drive, considering, of course, he wasn't in qualifying.
He's going to get it.
Superb drive. But he's going to get 5th. Robbo jumps him. Robbo was a clean race. Bingley had that one penalty about 3 laps from the end. So Bingley's in 5th. Now here comes the big battle. Here they come. It's Fresh LP. It's AJ. It's Lovely Colt. What can they do? Is it going to change? Lovely Colt takes 6th place. Fresh LP takes 2nd. And AJ takes 8th. Wow. Obviously, yeah, the penalty's coming into force there. Here comes Johnny Bravo.
Nearly got AJ.
And Towley, he's managed to get a point. He actually got the gap down to 15 seconds on Johnny B, which was a pretty good effort, to be fair. He was 26 seconds down.
Yeah, man.
So Towley comes in and he crosses the line to pick up. Who knows? It still might be a crucial point. Who knows?
Could be. Anything over. Right, I'm going to have to head off myself, mate. I'll let you continue the stream. Take it easy, on.
Yeah, thank you very much. Take care. Oh, could you invite these guys in before you go? Because I haven't got all my friends.
Yeah, of course I can.
Yeah.
We've got, it's Cookie. All appearing offline, fuck's sake.
Cookie, Benny, and Syke, I think it is.
Yeah,
so there we go.
All appearing offline.
there's the waste of the old champagne there. But that's our finishers. We'll have a quick look at the table shortly. If you want to make the it's joinable. That's good. Okay, and our final podium finishers. Now, Cookie Chip in first, Benny in second, and Syke in third. Those are our podium finishers. Robbo in fourth, Bingley fifth, Lovely Colt sixth, Fresh LP seventh, AJ in eighth, Johnny Bravo ninth, and Towley 10th. Those were our finishes. Sadly, of course, Haynes's car, Haynes lost connection quite some time ago, and Kai had a bit of a nightmare. So,
thank you very much for tonight, guys. I'm going to shut off myself.
What a
Just want to
race.
say congratulations to everybody. I'll head off. Have yourself a good night, guys. Beer, take it away, man. All the best for you three. Congratulations. I'm going to shoot. Take it easy.
Okay, well, I think we've got everybody in here, have we? Let's have a quick little check of the old... we've got Cookie, we've got Zenny. Right, okay, so first of all, Cookie, another fantastic win. Wow, you're wrecking them up this season. Tell me how the race went for you.
I have one rule with this game, and with how awful it is that you never put dry tyres on unless DRS is enabled. And it was just a massive dilemma for that little period in between, sort of the switch period. Do I go on dries or do I not? And I just kept on them until the inters were literally about to explode, and DRS was enabled, and then went on dries. Benny caught me up a bit, but I knew he had a penalty. My main focus with the drive weather was to limit penalties.
Yeah.
And I managed to do that, which was really good. I got 3 seconds. I got 3 penalties last night, so to have none tonight is really good.
Yeah, excellent. It's always good to see a clean drive over a 50% race. It's pretty hard to actually not get a penalty. So, congratulations there on having a clean drive as well. But you made absolutely the right call by staying out those extra 3 or 4 laps. You pretty much, the guys who pitted straight away, which was pretty much most of the field, in those 3 or 4 laps before you stopped yourself, you put another pit stop on those guys. You were 5 seconds quicker. It was just nowhere near the turnover, even though Jeff was telling everyone to come in, no doubt, and pit. We weren't at the actual crossover on tyres, so you made a superb call. So basically, I would imagine the tip from you for any new guys is don't believe what Jeff says. Wait until the DRS is enabled and then pit.
No, he's a dickhead. Don't listen to him.
Absolutely. Well, a fantastic win. You must be looking forward to 2019 though now. I mean, you're showing such great pace on 2018. The last few races, I think you've won, 3 out of the last 5 or 6 races in the Elite League. So you're really going places. What are your thoughts next week though on America?
I like it. I think it's an alright track. I picked it actually for performance this week gone. So it's a good track for me. Hopefully I can get myself on the podium again. I know Bingley likes this track, and I know Rob and Towley are usually quite quick, so it'll be a challenge, but we'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations tonight, Cookie. A well-deserved 25 points for a superb strategy and a clean drive as well. Well done, mate, and we'll see you next week. And now just jump on board. You're welcome. Jump on board with the second man, which I believe was Benny. An excellent race. He followed a similar strategy to Cookie, staying out those extra few laps on the inters. How did it feel for you?
I was still going quicker on the inters at the point where everyone else had pitted, so I thought I'd stay out, gain some time on them, since they're on cold mediums or whatever tyre they're on, so they're going to be sliding everywhere. And pretty much the same as Cookie, just waited until DRS was enabled and then pitted, and then just went from there really.
Totally the best call. We noticed certainly in the last 7 or 8 laps you were catching Cookie. Did you feel at any time you could have actually you could get him, or did you feel he was just that little bit too far in front?
Yeah, I did feel like he was a little bit too far, because I did know he had no penalties whatsoever, so at that point I was just like, you know what, I'm going to settle for second. So, yeah.
Oh, it's a fair play. I mean, 18 points is still 18 points, at the end of the day. So it's a great set of points. Well, I mean, congratulations. What a fantastic drive. Looking forward to next week. What are your thoughts on America for next week?
I don't mind America. Preferably I'd like it to be raining, because I just love the rain. But yeah, we'll have to see when we get there, I suppose.
Okay. Wise words indeed. But thanks ever so much, Benny. A deserved 18 points. Congratulations on your podium. And we'll move on to the final podium finisher in third place, Syke Zaney. First of all, I just want to say, fantastic pole lap. You really set the timing boards alive there with some amazing lap times. You just stole the pole away from Robbo. And then, of course, you led in the inters. You were going really well, but then you went onto the mediums. Was it the mechanics call for you to come in there, or was that your own decision?
No, it was my own decision. I saw that Robbo pitted and everybody else pitted onto mediums. And with how dry the track was, DRS should have been enabled the lap I pitted, if not the next 1 or 2 laps, not like 4 laps later. Yeah. But I'm kind of pissed because if you look at the end of the race results, I was miles past everybody else on the mediums. I halved the gap to the top 2 when I was on the slower tyre. So, yeah.
Yeah, I saw you dropped the gap down from about 13 to about 7, didn't you, towards the end? I think I commented on the penultimate lap just how much time you'd sort of reeled the guys in front of you in. Do you feel that was a race that sort of slipped away from you a bit?
Definitely. If it was dry, I feel like I would have dominated the race, but due to Codemasters and their retarded weather, it stayed wet for 4 or 5 laps way too long. But yeah.
Well, you have shown great pace, of course, through the season. Your qualifying pace with an electric. What are your thoughts next week on America? Do you fancy a pole and the win there?
I don't really care about the track, but I guarantee if it's dry, I'll be strong. But as soon as it comes to intermediates, the assists just become too quick, and I'll struggle. So, right, especially ABS.
And final question to all three of you, really. We've been watching the chat. They're saying that America is penalty central. What do you guys actually think about the harshness of the game around America for penalties? It does seem pretty harsh. I must admit, I did a bit of time trial, and I found it's like, Jesus Christ, trying to set a legitimate lap's hard. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think it's too hard? Too harsh?
I think it's pretty easy.
Okay. What do you think?
You just have to keep within the white lines.
I think in my case, since I'm a pad user, it's going to be difficult not to get penalties, but I think for those who have the will, it's going to be a walk in the park, really.
It's definitely an advantage then for the guys on the wheels next week. Okay. That's something that's certainly worth bearing in mind. But back to this week, congratulations, guys. You guys deserve to be on the podium, without a shadow of a doubt. You drove the best races. It's a shame the weather kind of balls things up for a few people, including Syke, obviously, here. But congratulations to all three of you. We'll look forward to seeing you next week. Put on another show like this week and we'll be happy. So on behalf of the three of us, or the four of us, on behalf of RRF1, thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll be back on Wednesday with Mustafa Shag for the Performance League, which I'm not sure which track it's on, but that'll be posted in due course. And then, of course, Poz and Dragoon will be back on Thursday night to host the F3 race at America, followed by the F2 race on a Friday. But for Beerandkebab and Poz, who's already gone, and from the three podium guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in a